me, it's important that anybody who wants to serve.
Sí, puedes. Hay tres padres. Ana, la señora Karen y usted. Se pueden nominar a ustedes mismos o pueden nominar a
Okay, then we need to go ahead and vote then.
Are you going to me?
Yes.
Han nominado la señora Karen sigue para este año escolar de nuevo como presidente del consejo local.
I'll second that.
So who made the original motion? La señora Fátima nominó a la señora Kern y el señor Flores hizo el segundo.
Say that in English.
You did.
Oh, no. You'll hear it.
You gotta go through the vote.
Temporary.
Vamos a hacer el ejercicio para a ver si todos están de acuerdo. We're going to take roll call. Ms. Kern? Mr. Nichols? Israel Flores? Mr. Garcia?
Aye.
Myself, Melanie Lopez, aye. Ashley Guzman, ¿está de acuerdo? Ariana Humphrey? Aye. And Jake Seeger?
Aye.
Vanessa McKay? Aye. And Anthony Escamilla?
Aye.
We have the motion passes. Basta la moción.
And now we need to nominate for the temporary secretary.
Ahora vamos a hacer la nominación temporal para la secretaria.
We can just open the floor for nominations. Does anybody need an explanation?
¿Alguien necesita una explicación de qué son las responsabilidades de la secretaria?
Okay, then I'd like to nominate Dr. Lopez. Do we have any other nominations?
Ella me nominó a mí para seguir en el mismo puesto. ¿Alguna otra nominación?
We have a second.
Second.
Vamos a hacer el roll call. Vamos a do the roll call now to pass the motion or not. Ms. Kearns? Fatima Flores? Israel Flores? Mr. Garcia?
Aye.
Myself. Ashley Guzman Rivon? Reverend? Ariana Humphrey? Aye. Jacob Good?
Aye.
Vanessa McKay? Aye. And Vanessa McKay.
Aye.
The motion passed. Pasa la moción.
Now, could everybody please take a moment to go through the agenda? There should be a paper copy if you don't have one.
Y ver si vamos a aprobar la agenda de la y vamos a revisar si estamos de acuerdo en eso o si queremos hacer porque cada sube es en español.
So So for those of you who were on the LSC last year, the agenda looks a little bit different than our usual agendas because this is a special meeting just for the purpose of organizing for the new year. So if some of you are seeing that things are missing that are usually on there, that's because those will be on the next regular meeting and we're only addressing it. Does anybody have questions or see anything that we need to change? Yes.
So la señora Frank dice que en el momento como esta es la junta de organización solamente para el año escolar que entra, hoy no vamos a estar hablando sobre nuevos negocios ni nada nuevo, sino organizándonos para el año escolar que entra.
I move that the agenda for Wednesday, July 19th is approved as stated in this sheet.
Do we have a second?
Yeah.
El señor Garza puso una moción para aceptar, la señora Khan lo hizo el segundo, y la moción pasa. Motion passes.
Oh, we have to vote.
No, yeah.
Ms. Carter. Ms. Domingo. Mr. Flores. Mr. Garza.
Aye.
Myself, Domingo, aye. Ashley Guzman, Ariana Humphrey, aye. Chico Pico, Vanessa McKay,
Aye.
no hay motion passes. Pasa la moción.
So the nominations for the officers initially were temporary, just for this meeting. It's separately because we don't always have the turnover with the same people. So now we have two nominations and voting again for the person to go for the whole year. We'll start with the chairperson. Do you mind translating it?
Las iniciales y nominaciones eran temporales, pero ahora vamos a hacer las nominaciones para el permanente y para el año escolar. As nominated first. Yo como la nominación de la señora Khan para presidente y el señor Flores y para segundo. So, as a roll call, vamos a hacer una roll call. Ms. Kern?
Yes.
Señora Flamenco? Yes. Señora Flamenco? Mr. Garza?
Aye.
Myself, Flamenco, aye. Ashley Flamenco? Chief Speaker?
Aye.
Ariana Humphrey, aye. Vanessa McKay? And
Once again,
the motion passes.
once again, I would like to nominate Dr. Lopez as secretary.
Before we go even there, I just want to point out something. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, in the form, in one of the sheets that is in your envelope, this package that it says roles and responsibilities, after that, the very last sheet, the very last one is duties of the officer. So I just wanted to point that out. I know we already voted that for the chairperson, but these are the 4 positions that we're looking for at this point. So, en esta hoja que yo les di en este momento, que está la versión de español, en la última hoja de atrás, la última hoja, habla sobre las responsabilidades de los oficiales. Y los oficiales son 4 de ellos, el presidente, la vicepresidente, secretaria y el FOIA y OMA.
Do we have a Spanish copy of the document?
What's that?
Do we have, this is only in English, do we have a Spanish copy?
Yes, they have the Spanish
Oh, we
version.
printed, there's 8 so.
They have the Spanish version. That's why I'm saying the Spanish now.
Excellent.
So, esa es la hoja que estamos haciendo referencia en este momento y estamos votando por estos candidatos. So, en este momento, the chairperson has been voted in. En este momento, la presidenta fue votada, hicimos la nominación y fue aceptada, que va a ser la señora Harris. Okay. So, now that we have the officer things, I think now we. Is that okay? Thank you.
Yo la voy a secretaria, vamos a votar ahora para secretaria permanente con
Okay, so we chose you for the meeting. I would like to nominate you for the year.
He nominated himself?
I nominated her.
No,
Yes.
she nominated me.
And also, do we have is there anybody else who wants to make an alternate nomination for the year? And do you mind translating?
Si hay alguien que quiere hacer una nominación adicional para secretaria. La persona que ha sido nominada es la señora, la doctora López, y ella, do you accept it? You did? Sí, ella aceptó la nominación. Estamos viendo si hay otra persona que quiere ser nominada. O quieren nominar a otra persona.
Está bien para mí.
That's the second.
Ok, so va a la señora Página también ha hecho la segunda.
So,
Vamos a hacer la llamada, por ejemplo, roll call.
Yes.
Mr. Maple. Mr. Flores. Mr. Garces.
aye.
Aye. Ashley Guzman. Ariana. Aye. Jacob Speaker. Vanessa McCain. And Anthony.
Aye.
Motion passes. Pass the motion.
Can you get any snacks or water from
Si alguien quiere agua, hay diferentes
Aprovechen.
While the vice chair should be the vice chair position is optional. I will say, I feel strongly that we should have one, so that if for any reason I'm unable to attend the meeting, we don't have to reschedule, like we still have somebody to call in. So the primary responsibility of the vice chair would be just to step in the event that I am unable to be there. So that would mean holding the meeting, and then that would mean that if we have paperwork that needs to be signed, that those would be signed as well. And whoever is the vice chair, like I'm happy to keep them posted, like, to give them tips and let them know probably if I cannot make it.
La posición de vicepresidente no es mandatorio, pero es recomendado por si acaso la presidente no puede estar por una razón u otra. Esta persona tomaría el control de las juntas, llenaría papeleo, si es necesario, si tiene que estar esperando por cierto tiempo, y ayudaría en mantener que no se tiene que cambiar las juntas que ya están programadas para ciertos días, porque esa persona puede dirigir las juntas en lugar del presidente.
The vice chairperson is also recommended to be a parent as well.
Yes.
Y recomiendan que sea un padre.
Have your feeling to nominate yourselves? It would only be if I knew.
She said, she nominated herself.
En este momento,
No le van a nominar a usted también.
la secretaria
I'm just trying to leave it to self-nomination. Volunteer for their own.
La señora Soteco fue nominada, la señora Rojas hizo la segunda. So we will do roll call, vamos a hacer la llamada. Ms. Kern. Ms. Flamenco. Mr. Flores. Mr. Garza.
Aye.
Mr. Lopez, aye. Ashley Busantino. Carmen. Aye. Jacob Speaker. Dennis McKay. And Anthony.
Aye.
The motion passes, paso la moción.
The So the FOIA officer has been Mr. for the last year. That position does not need to get re-nominated and re-elected each year. No, I'm giving you a different because I figured you were trusting.
Oh. Go ahead.
And you said that you are willing to reduce it, correct?
Yes, I'm willing to.
El puesto de FOIA no es un puesto que hay que nominar todos los años. El señor Garces fue el que estaba en cargo el año pasado y él ha decidido seguir para la
Since we don't have an election, I would just say, do we have any motions to make a change to that?
Hay una moción para cambiar, no tenemos que votar porque no es una posición que necesita un voto, pero hay alguien que quiere expresar una votación o quieren expresar un cambio.
To set the regular meeting schedule for the school year. Because we have on the agenda later, actually, I apologize for not doing this before, that we're looking at appointment for the vacancy for the community representative. And nobody objects, I would actually like to skip that until that part is done, so that we can go ahead and keep everybody's schedule into consideration.
So you want to skip, I'm sorry, the meeting schedule part?
Yes, I want to come back to that, not come back to the appointment of the vacancy.
So en la agenda, ahora dice que vamos a hablar sobre la agenda, bueno, el calendario, ¿verdad? De las juntas para la escuela que entra. Pero como nos falta un miembro de la comunidad, primero queremos hablar sobre eso para poder tener el calendario de esta persona también en mente cuando hacemos el calendario de juntas para la escuela que entra. So vamos a pasar ese punto de momento y regresar a él ya cuando hablamos sobre el miembro de la comunidad.
I would like to object to that because of the fact that we already voted for the minutes the way it was. And if it would have, at the moment that we approved the minutes, that should have been brought up. So I would appreciate if we just keep it the agenda the way it is.
Y el señor Garza.
Oh, I would say Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say my own Spanish.
Okay.
So yo tengo objeción porque en el proceso anterior habíamos aprobado la agenda como estaba en el punto número 5 y cuando nosotros votamos aprobamos la agenda como estaba. En ese momento sí se hubiera podido traer la opción de hacer el cambio de la agenda y mi objeción es de que no deberíamos continuar con la agenda como está escrita y como fue aprobada. Okay.
Are there specific days of the week that do not work for any of us if we continue to meet in the evenings at the same time?
So seguimos juntándonos en las tardes, el mismo horario que solamente hemos hecho este año que acaba de pasar. Hay unos días que no trabajan para los domingos, probablemente que ese día no trabajan para mí.
I would say that just in general, and trying to take our teachers and staff in mind, Fridays are usually probably not the best time simply because we have our flex days or early release, which means that it's an extended day for our teachers or staff, or they have to return back from home for a later meeting. So I think Fridays would probably be a bad
I
day.
think Mondays in general were like not great days to be extra long too.
Yeah, simply because there's a lot of holidays on Mondays, but Yeah, Mondays as
So,
well.
hemos dicho los viernes porque aquí en la forma en los estudiantes salen más temprano, los maestros básicamente se quedan más tarde para juntas y después va a tener que ir a la casa a regresar en la tarde para una junta de los viernes, es un poquito difícil para la gente. Los lunes también es un problema porque muchos de los días que no hay escuela son lunes.
Para mí sería martes. Okay. I am just pulling up the CPS calendar.
La señora Francis va a mirar el calendario escolar para que no quede
And I see
disponible.
that you
So the students have some dates they want to mention to.
Excellent.
Oh, I was just gonna say Wednesdays work best for me. Is there a general census on when we would have future meetings? Or just it's up in the air?
It's, so I try and just initially be as a comment to say that what are the days that don't work first so that we don't even get into it. And then, you know, like, if there's a preference between the rest. I do know that meeting before 5:45 does not work, because of work schedules, right? Because that would be a little bit more challenging for students. Does that give you guys enough time to do extracurricular activities hours?
4:45?
5:45.
5:45? Yeah, I think 5:45 is good.
Okay.
Siempre preguntamos que hay días preferibles. La señora Francis dijo que si no estamos eliminando los días que no son preferibles para poder mirar los días que sí son preferibles. Y después también le preguntó que si no hay un tiempo que sería más conveniente y la señora Francis explicó que depende de actividades después de la escuela que los estudiantes quieren participar para tener eso en consideración porque según el tiempo.
Do any of you play sports?
I don't play any sports, but I do have college classes, like after class, as well as I work very nearby to school. So I was just taking into account of all of that. If not, 5:45.
And that's what I wanted to make sure
Yeah.
was like at the beginning in the summer, you're not necessarily knowing what your schedule will be.
Jacob, you were saying, what your schedule, any Tuesday, Thursday time? Ashley?
I mean,
El horario me parece bien, porque los martes y jueves son la mayor presión que tienen entonces los lunes, martes, lunes, miércoles y viernes son los días de prácticas.
¿Prefieres los miércoles?
so she prefers Wednesdays, because of, she does sports on mostly Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm sorry, Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Okay.
and it will be her choice, preferable to be on Wednesdays.
I second.
Okay.
Todavía no explicó porque ella está tomando clases en la universidad, también ella está trabajando, que prefería los miércoles, y Jacob dice que está disponible el martes.
We need to decide which Wednesday for the month. We need to look at.
Okay. Chairperson, I do also, I didn't include it here, the calendar of the school, which is this one.
Yeah, I pulled it up.
Okay, so for the people who have the folders in the calendar, and you can look, we can look at the Wednesday, whether it's best on the first week or second week, or whatever week we're gonna want.
Because of, like, based on when school starts, I would suggest that we pull that on the fourth Wednesday of each month, because that would be the first week of school. Because in August, if we have an August meeting, otherwise we are asking people to come in on a day that school has not yet begun, when teachers are prepping and students are trying to enjoy the best of their vacation.
So, la señora está pensando que a lo mejor sería bueno juntarse el último miércoles del mes Por ejemplo, agosto, esto sería la primera semana de escuela para los estudiantes, y así ya todos están aquí en la escuela, no hay que sacarnos en su tiempo de verano para buscar clases y ya están aquí.
Anybody
Last
have
Wednesdays of the month. Los últimos
Well, it would be
días.
the fourth, because some of the fourth.
The only, that's, I think it's fine, just my opinion, but the only conflict that we would need to make an adjustment for would be in March, since the last Wednesday we are off. So we could move that to the third Wednesday of March, which would be the 20th instead of the 27th. So that's the only change we would have to make to that proposal.
It would also be November and December.
You're absolutely right.
Would it make more sense than to do it on a different Wednesday and just August the alternate week?
También, mirar el calendario y tener en cuenta que si vamos a jugar todo miércoles de cada mes, en noviembre y diciembre van a ir las vacaciones de Acción de Gracias, de invierno, y también van a ir las vacaciones de primavera. Va a cambiar las fechas. Si estamos empezando los juegos los miércoles y a lo mejor para tener que estar rotando.
That's what I was gonna say, why don't we do the second, but in August and in.
Or, April.
With the third one.
Well, in April is still happening, is, what's happening in April is just a school day, no? But it's not attendance.
The third Wednesday is unaffected by everyone.
Okay, yeah, I would say, yeah,
So June would be.
you could do the third, other than June, and in June, we end up doing different scheduling anyway, because we have special meetings for things like budget.
So, el usted miembro de cada mes es posible menos en junio de 2024, porque en este mes como se está acabando la escuela y hay ciertas fijas mandatorias que, por ejemplo, por el presupuesto tenemos que tener. Eso sería el único mes que a lo mejor caería en otro.
Does the third Wednesday of each month not work for anybody? And do we have, that is now an official motion, do we have a second for that?
Or maybe additional. La señora hizo la moción, el señor Flores hizo la segunda.
Can we repeat it? Can you repeat the motion?
The third Wednesday.
Third Wednesday of every month except June of 2024.
And we have to decide if we want to still meet the third Wednesday in August, or if we want to wait until school does begin. I don't have a preference. Will everybody be in town? So in August. The third Wednesday is the 16th, and school will probably start in August. We might try to make a vacation.
Let's come back from vacation.
For this, I would say that I'm different than the staff and the students. Are you okay with starting on a date the school has not yet begun, or do you guys want to wait until the following week? Because it impacts you guys differently than it does.
What is the question again?
For the date in August, the third August, technically only staff are present in the building, but not students. So she was asking if students would there be a conflict for that date.
So, si tú crees, puede venir en agosto 14 que no hay clases, pero podamos ir 16, miércoles 16 de agosto. Está bien el calendario como que no asistimos a la escuela. Los estudiantes no asisten. Si ustedes pueden asistir como estudiantes. She's concerned because she has some family commitments that could happen at that time, but she's not sure.
Would anybody mind if we then just, for August, meet on the 23rd?
empecemos la escuela. Empecemos tarde.
Okay, so have we motioned?
That's right, I wanted to check before I make the official motion. It
So-
doesn't, I don't want to make a motion and then we vote and then somebody's like, let's get it.
So I would like to make a clear motion that on August 23rd, September 20th, October 18th, November 15th, December 20th, January 17th, February 21st, March 20th, April 17th, May 15th, and June 5th.
I would hold off for a moment on the 5th. I'm going to approve the others.
Okay, I motion that at least until the month of May, those are the dates that we are scheduling the regular meetings. Estoy recomendando para agosto, o sea, haciendo la moción para agosto 23, septiembre 20, octubre 18, noviembre 15, diciembre 20, enero 17, febrero 21, marzo 20, abril 17, mayo 15, para que sean las juntas regulares del Consejo Local o Concilio Local de Escuela. Y vamos a estar pendiente el junio 5 o el mes de junio como fecha para tener más discusión.
Second. Okay.
Roll call, I'm sorry, Amanda. Ms. Carnes? Fatima Flamenco? Ms. Flores? Mr. Garcia?
Aye.
Myself, Manuel is aye. Ashley Guzman, Viva? Ariana Humphrey? Aye. Jacob Speaker? Vanessa McKay? Aye. And Anthony Flores?
Aye.
For June, I would again personally prefer to defer to staff and students. We have two options. We can meet on a day that there's a day of non-attendance. Or we can meet just as the school year is ending when people are in the middle of submitting grades and it's just going for finals and giving it your seniors and how to care. We're also dealing with the end of year education. Thoughts? Any strong preferences?
So you said as far as like meeting at the end of attendance or the day of professional development?
No, it would be, if we need on Wednesday that week, the other option would be to meet on the 5th and end of quarter on the 6th.
Okay.
And I can check in the graduation date. What is graduation date?
It has not been determined.
The district usually gives us like a window of an option of when to schedule it, so it has not yet been up for discussion. However, the last day of school would be that first week of June.
And final exams are probably the last week of May.
Okay,
So I think we have passed that threshold for final exams. So los exámenes finales es por lo general en la última semana del mes de mayo. So ya hemos pasado la fecha de los exámenes finales. De manera que no creo que haya un inconveniente para junio, la primera semana. So I don't think personally there's any inconvenience
okay.
on the first week of June. That's my
Are
opinion.
you making a special motion? So you're making a motion?
Yes, I would like to add to the previous motion to add the 5th of June to the calendar. Quisiera hacer la moción de añadir a la última moción que se añada el 5 de junio como la última fecha del mes para la junta regular.
So the fifth,
Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough.
And
I second the motion.
Roll call again. Ms. Hurd? Mr. Price?
Aye.
Ms. Flamenco? Okay. Myself, aye. Mr. Garcia?
aye.
Ms. Tino? Ms. Cooper? Aye. Speaker?
Aye.
Mr. Price? Motion passed.
Yes, okay.
Mr. Simeon, do you want to read the previous meeting notes?
Sure. So, the previous meeting norms that we had last year are also found on the agenda. Las explicaciones de nuestro comportamiento aquí en las juntas están también en la agenda. Number 1, advisory and supportive mindset in approving school funds and resource allocations. Number 2, monitoring and providing input on the annual continuous improvement work plan. Number 3, always attempting to start on time and ending on time. Number 4, focus on action and discussion, not just process. Make informed decisions. Assume positive intent behind questions. Ask questions to seek information or knowledge. Be open to opposing viewpoints respectfully and appropriately. Demonstrate respect for all stakeholders. Bringing decisions to a vote when appropriate.
Mentalidad de sostenimiento y apoyo de la aprobación de fondos escolares y asignaciones de recursos, supervisar y proporcionar información sobre el plan de trabajo de mejora continua anual, siempre intentando empezar y terminar a tiempo, concentrarse en la acción y la discusión, no solo en el proceso, tomar decisiones informadas, suponga una intención positiva de las preguntas, hacer preguntas para buscar información o conocimiento, estar abierto a puntos de vista puestos de manera respetuosa y apropiada, demostrar respeto por todas partes interesadas, llevar sus decisiones a votación cuando corresponde.
Chairperson. In your folder, there's also a sheet that I provided that the board provided to us, and to Foreman, hay una hoja que nos dio la Junta Central, donde ponen ejemplos de normas. These are examples of norms. And if we want to adopt any of these, it can be amended from the previous one, or we can just keep the previous one as it is. Since this is an organizational meeting, this is the time to make these norms. Como esta es una junta organizativa, es el momento de hacer excepciones o modificar las normas anteriores y presentar algunas nuevas si es que quieren. Y estos son los ejemplos. Está en español y en inglés en ambos lados. They're both in Spanish and English on both sides. And this is the time to make adjustments if we want to.
I would like to make a motion to add always count. And to read the agenda and other documents before the meeting. To put in the different things. To look at the agenda and other documents in advance.
Is that one of the bullet points here?
Yes. The agenda part. Like, adding my the need to make budget transfers and things, to review those beforehand. both of those?
For reading all the important documents, including our agenda before the meeting. I second to add that to our current norms. There's still room that people want to add or change. Si todavía quieren cambiar o agregar otro punto, están libres, pero yo nada más estoy diciendo que le doy la segunda a ese punto que hizo la señora Kearns.
I would also like to make, and Google Earth both only ones. For them, I would like to also formally include on their development discount. Just,
The one.
you know, always, like, it's always a private, but just as a reminder, that, like, we are all coming to the table from very different perspectives, but like, that everybody here is invested in. Let's try it. We have a second for that, and Mr. Escamilla, you want to translate English?
Sí, también quiere agregar el punto de que todas las voces cuentan en estas juntas. So ese es el segundo punto que quiere agregar la señora Kearns en estas normas.
We have a second for.
So can we state exactly the verbiage, I guess, for both points? Is that 2.0?
Yeah, they're already, I would just review the agenda and any other documents in advance and the whole system in them. And then if we have any, if anybody else wants to add any, then we can have those motions as well.
I have a question.
Yes.
And a potential addition. So typically, how long are LSC meetings supposed to last?
There's not, it depends on how, you know, how many questions we have, how long the reports are, our goal is to be as, you know, balanced throughout this meeting. Or you can have like setting it in time, or.
Well, I mean, that's one starting point.
Yes.
I think the starting is fine, but I guess just an expectation. Even for the new community members, what is
I mean, it's about being respectful of the time of all members. Is that correct?
So it's, since we're just opening it up for discussion, I see your point. I think it's valid. It's the question, but the question is like, what is end up time really? What should it really be considered as? And I can understand that point is completely valid because sometimes we end past the general hour that we give these meetings. So la pregunta es sobre cómo podemos respetar la norma de acabar las juntas a tiempo cuando típicamente no nos quedamos entre esa hora discutiendo con la junta. And I think that's one of the reasons why Chairperson Kearns was trying to suggest, and we were trying this last year, trying to read the documents and the agenda in advance so that we can not spend too much time on those during the meeting, so that if we do have questions, we come immediately with questions, or we go straight to the vote to save time. And so I understand that. I think it's difficult, but I think unless we want to make an adjustment to that anticipated time of the meeting, and then try to stick to that, but I'm just giving my opinion.
And it's one that, you know, different meetings are going to be different, like, these are very kind of changes, just, you know, depending on what's going on. But what we do try to do is, and we improve on this a little bit, is when we make each agenda, at least allocating an estimate of how long we think each one will be. And so we can do a better job of like reaching out to people who are making reports, so that at least people can have some estimates on how long that meeting will likely be. You know, feel free to motion as you see fit. I personally will say that I think it's really challenging to set an end time, because if we have certain aspects of business that we have to get done, and then if something isn't done that, for example, needs to be voted on, we either have to kick that to the next month or call a special meeting for that. I know we've had quite a few statements right now with some before we get too far into this and somebody might start sleeping. We've already had consensus.
Se estaba hablando sobre si hay un límite además de una junta política, porque a veces las juntas van en epistolares, pero la señora Flores dice todo depende de lo que estamos hablando y cómo hemos preparado para la junta, porque ellos, ¿verdad? Por eso es importante, una de las expectaciones que uno tiene es que si hay documentos que los del equipo han visto esos documentos antes de la junta para venir ya listos para hablar sobre los temas, ya venir preparados con profesores si tienen preguntas
o objetar o tener una objeción a algo.
de un punto, pues lo pueden traer ya a la junta preparados ya para hablar sobre el tema. Y eso ahorra un poco el tiempo, en vez de estar esperando en la junta, que uno esté revisando los documentos al momento, ¿verdad? Lo difícil es ponerle un límite a una junta porque todo depende de qué estamos hablando y todos los puntos que tenemos que cubrir en esta agenda.
So since we're in discussion, como estamos en el proceso de discusión, yo quisiera, I would like to add that even though we know this is difficult to end at a certain time, we still need to be mindful in trying to finish at that time. At the same token, I would like the meeting to start right on time, which means we all have to be here on time.
Exactly. Because when
So it goes both ways.
When it
you know?
begins late, it is
So-
an attendance issue.
Repeating this in Spanish, de la misma manera que tenemos una situación que terminar el tiempo es un poquito difícil, también tenemos que tener el respeto de tratar de terminar a tiempo, pero de la misma manera tenemos que saber cómo llegar a tiempo para comenzar a tiempo. O sea, el hecho también de que hoy mismo estuvimos esperando 5 o 10 minutos para comenzar la reunión. Today we waited 5 to 10 minutes to start the meeting, so that delays the process as well. So es importante que estemos a tiempo también para comenzar a tiempo y terminar a tiempo. So it goes both ways.
And if it's helpful for people to know, the school is open for us to arrive early. So if we can plan to arrive 5 to 10 minutes early, we can come in and get settled and be ready to go. It's not, you can't come in until 5:45.
Porque la escuela está abierta temprano, especialmente durante el año, para llegar más o menos 10 minutos a tiempo y poder revisar nuestras cosas o prepararnos para la reunión.
You know, this doesn't mean that we cannot come in late because we have that late arrival, something could happen. You know what I mean? And that will be recorded in the minutes. No significa que no podemos llegar tarde. Habrá ocasiones que alguien va a llegar tarde y eso se va a anotar en las minutas indicando la hora que la persona llegó. So it will be indicated in the minutes at the time of arrival. So it's all good, pero we need to be mindful. Tenemos que estar conscientes de eso.
And on that note, a reminder, we cannot hold votes without a quorum, and that includes even approving the agenda in minutes. So if we don't have 8 people here yet, we cannot proceed with certain aspects of business. So even if we start on time, we're going to have to come back to those if too many people are late. So a reminder for all of us that it's not like, oh, we'll just start without me. It might be that we do have to sit in meetings, so we can all remember the responsibility. Please translate that.
Oh, okay. As of right now, I know 5:45 works. In the future, I'm really just trying to like think for anything that can start during the school year. Would starting at 6 be like a drastic change for anyone?
Because we approved 5:45,
Yeah.
how do you feel about leaving that where we can always make a motion to amend that? Is that comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, other than going through that all over again?
Right.
On something that might be a point.
So long as, you understand.
Yes, please.
La pregunta era que si podemos considerar empezando a las 6 y ahorita como ya aceptamos el tiempo de las 5:45, en el futuro la señora Kearns está diciendo que podemos visitar ese punto otra vez si tenemos que cambiar el tiempo a las 6 en el futuro. Y la estudiante Ariana dijo que ok, está bien. So along those same lines, then maybe we should not necessarily have to make any change to the point always attempting to start and end on time, but rather what you were suggesting, Chairperson, that maybe we can add estimated timeframes in each agenda item. So if I know or someone knows the report is going to last roughly 30 minutes, that we can already start to calculate the time frame of the length of the meeting, and we can add that to the agenda.
Yeah, do you mind also translating the current form? Yeah, I don't think we necessarily need to, we did, but because the board, I can do better at it than myself.
Y también estaba explicando que necesitamos quórum, que son 8 miembros presentes para las juntas para poder votar, hasta poder votar para aprobando la agenda cuando empezamos la junta.
Do we have any questions about anything or any additional motions that people would like to make or changes to this?
Una pregunta o más cuestiones de lo que llevan en este momento cambios.
I would like to make a comment as well, since we're still in discussion. Quisiera hacer un comentario que ya que todavía estamos en el proceso de discusión del tema. I would like to say that maybe we can assign a timekeeper so it's not all on you. That when these times are allocated for each section, the timekeeper will be able to notify that time is over. And I would say it also goes with public participation and all that process. So, no. We can have one of the students be a timekeeper. But that depends on however we want to do it. I'm just saying that we can create one more.
Each time you can just kind of rotate through if nobody wants to do that.
Right. Yeah, it can be called every meeting. Who wants to run the time?
Yes. Ariana, it sounds like you wanted to say something.
I just wanted to add a question. If attendance was any problem, is there a specific member on the board that I or somebody could reach out to just to notify them of any tardiness, any absence? Would we go straight to Ms. Escamilla? Would we go to chairperson? I just want to know.
I go to work stuff on the
Okay.
In the manual, in the LC manual, it says to notify the secretary, but which would be
Or the
For the chairperson.
for the chairperson. So if you want, we can do an exchange of emails, but and share those with you.
It's just tricky because I don't have a CPI yet.
Okay.
And also just, I don't know how comfortable it is for somebody like, hey, let me text the girl.
Right.
If you feel more comfortable going to Ms. Garcia, like, I'm really fine with that as long as that's never been an issue that we've raised. Do you mind, getting that first?
Sí, para cuando van a llegar tarde o si saben que de repente no van a poder estar presentes para las juntas, se pueden comunicar con la doctora López, con la señora Kearns, pero también si me ven a mí me pueden avisar.
Do we have any other motions or more discussion before we go ahead and vote on the ones that were presented?
So what's the motion, please?
The motion is to add the following points to our norms. Always count, review agenda and document for all meetings, add estimated time frames for section in the agenda, assign a timekeeper to keep the time allocation to keep the meeting on track. So we rotated. Student representatives need to notify secretary or chair of absences from meetings according to our
Not just students. Any of the
Any.
But that should be a norm. Yeah.
I just typed.
Okay.
And moving forward, we are not.
And in Spanish, so that, I'm sorry.
Todos cosas cuentan. Hay que revisar las agendas y documentos para cada junta anteriormente para estar preparado para la junta. Vamos a poner los tiempos estimados para cada sección de la agenda. Vamos a asignar una persona que va a estar
Calculando el tiempo.
calculando llevando el tiempo de cada sección de la agenda. Y esa persona puede cambiar cada junta. Y cuando alguien no va a asistir a una de las juntas del consigo, por favor informa a la secretaria de López o la presidente.
And moving forward, these will be listed on the agenda. You're not going to go over them again every time you're on here today.
So who is making our official motion?
I motion that, all the norms that Dr. Lopez just mentioned in both Spanish and English is, by move, that is approved.
Any second? No, We will begin roll call. Ms. Kern. Ms. Flamenco. Mr. Flores. Mr. Garza. Myself, I. Ashley. Ariana Humphrey. Aye. Jacob Seeger. Mr. Kay. Mr. Escamilla.
Aye.
Motion passes. Paso la moción.
So all meetings are now to be held in person. There is a proposed rule, or set of rules for me, that would allow for, under special circumstances, for somebody to attend an individual meeting. If they are sick, if they have a family or other emergency, if disability is, if they have a disability that interferes with their ability to be here, or if they have work or some sort of business of the public body, they would interfere with that to allow them to join virtually. Do you internally have to go too far?
So ahora usted de los que tienen que ser en persona, pero hay ciertas circunstancias donde sí pueden permitir que una persona asiste a la junta por computadora o remote. Serían cosas como enfermedad, emergencia en la familia, la persona en un trabajo de público donde tiene que asistir y estar en una persona allá, o si hay una persona que está a ese tiempo. Gracias.
Okay. Can I say something? In the folder, that form is here in both Spanish and English. En el folder está la forma en español y en inglés que explica lo que la señora Kurtz y la doctora López dijeron y tradujeron. So it explains what what President Kearns and Dr. Lopez said and translated. Repeated.
So this is an option. We don't have to have it. I personally would like to make a motion that we do so. In part because if we were sick, I would be delete that. And you know, I want to make sure this is accessible. One thing that it mentions that I want to explain what that is for the new members, in case you're not familiar with Foreman, we would still have to have at least 8 members here in person in order for this to be an option. And this is from the Open Meetings Act. Do you think that's it? I know that it's in writing, but the explanation is not verbatim on paper. That we still have to have a form that we take people in person in order to do this, and also that we are not required to pass this, but I am making a motion because I would like to. And then you
No es mandatorio para nosotros aprobar esta moción, ella lo quiere hacer porque es algo importante para nosotros, para la organización. También tenemos que tener todavía 8 personas en persona para votar, aunque haya una persona remota.
And if anybody needs to join virtually, they do need to let myself or Dr. Lopez know in advance. As you know, if it's an emergency, there may not be much notice, but to the best of your ability. And if so, then we will. Nestor, could we just go back to streaming it the way we used to make sure that any audience members can still access it, or
Okay,
would it be easiest for your end because you were the one who handled that?
Correct. La pregunta que me está haciendo la señora Kurtz es si se puede hacer todavía por streaming, por a través de la internet, a través de la computadora, para que las personas puedan tener acceso. So there's nothing that says that we need to stream our meetings. However, they have to be recorded.
I'm asking what would work best for you because you
Correct.
said that.
And then I think it's a decision of us as a school, as a local school council. Ella está preguntando cómo me puede beneficiar a mí o cómo yo podría trabajar con eso, porque yo soy el que lo estoy grabando en este momento el Zoom. So, si lo vamos a transmitir en vivo constantemente o si lo vamos a hacer grabado. No hay nada que indique que tenemos que transmitirlo en vivo. En este momento se está transmitiendo en vivo. But that means we have to publish it and we have to make it available, and maybe we have less public, personal participation.
I think another reason why we don't necessarily have to pigeonhole ourselves into one particular way of participating is because that I know that they made a suggestion of even if a person can connect using their phone, that as long as they're listening and being able to participate even via phone is an option. But I know what you were saying, perhaps just the facilitating of that participation through like a virtual connection like Google Meets like we've done in the past, or like a Zoom call that people commonly refer to. I think having options is probably best than to say only one way of participating.
So just to leave it, like in the verbiage as it is, where it doesn't specify method, but just to say that like
So
video or audio conference.
I think we're talking about two different things. Yo creo que estamos hablando de dos cosas diferentes. One is to have the meeting, like we're talking about us, whether it's going to be public or, you know, we can do remote connections for us. And the other thing is public participation, whether it is recorded and streamed.
Well, no, because I thought you said we had to record everything.
Every meeting.
Yeah, so it is,
Audio or visual, doesn't matter.
yes, so it is just, do we want a specified method or do we want to take that as it comes and just do it in the.
Are we in this? Are we still discussing this? This is
This is the
the,
form, so on section D.
oh, in that case, we will have to connect that member to a Google Meet.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, do we want a specific method in our rules that we vote?
It has to
that?
be Google Meet, that's the only way we can do it.
Okay,
Also be audio with the person connected to.
Oh, but it's Google Meet through the phone.
Google Meet on
Yeah.
the first time.
Through the phone.
Okay,
You know, like without visual.
Or it could be that the person calls another member and the
On a
member
speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. My bad.
then do we want to just have a motion and vote on the as it is written in this? Rather than making any amendments to this?
So la pregunta es si queremos votar, hacer una votación para que sea como está aquí escrito y detallado en esta hoja, los puntos A, B, C, D y E. The translator, do we want to adopt the rules A, B, C, and D?
Or maybe a better question is, does anybody want to make a motion to edit this?
Si alguien tiene alguna, hacer una moción para hacer edición o editar este reglamento.
So I'll vote to put it up for a vote and follow it the way it is, giving all members options.
We have a second.
Second.
So yo voto que votamos con quedarnos con los puntos como están escritos para dar a todos los miembros opciones.
Mrs. Khan, Mr. Lamento, Mr. Flores,
Aye.
Mr. Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Tino, myself, aye. Mr. Semia,
Aye.
motion passes.
The next item on the agenda is voting privileges and electing student representatives. Do other people have Spanish copy of this? Is there a Spanish copy of this if people pull this? I have the English, but.
No, it was not in Spanish.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, I just realized this was provided by the board.
Yep.
So, pregunta si hay una versión en español de esto y desafortunadamente no hay esto en, pero ella está anunciando que vamos a hablar sobre los privilegios de votación para los estudiantes del Consejo Local de Escuela. So, you can only vote for certain things on this list. Ustedes pueden votar por una cierta cosa y esta es la lista. I
If
just-
we don't take any action on it, why don't we just, say people need to review this and we'll get them a Spanish, we'll get a Spanish copy.
Yeah.
Um,
So, como no hay que votar para esto, simplemente estamos anunciando, ¿no? Es información. Simplemente vamos a tratar de obtener una versión en español de los privilegios de los estudiantes. ¿En qué cosas pueden votar? ¿Cómo son consiguen?
I was just curious, is there, because I know some of these that students can vote on pertain to either principal-related matters, well, mainly principal-related matters, is there any specific reason or causing for that?
La pregunta es si hay una razón por la cual que ella observa que los votos, los estudiantes no pueden votar por situaciones de empleabilidad del director o de cualquier persona joven y si hay alguna razón para eso.
These rules were set by the district. I know that I can give potential reasons, but I don't know what theirs are. I will say, like, if your concern is that you don't feel your voices matter in that, well, you don't have a vote. Right. The way we handled it last year was the students were invited to join in discussions about that and provide feedback. Okay. And, you know, like, your voices do so much value. I know most of us recognize that, and if you don't have an official vote, then we vote after hearing your input, as well as
aunque no tengan derecho al voto directamente para la empleabilidad y las situaciones del director y del personal, ustedes están invitados como estudiantes a participar en la junta cerrada o abierta y dar su opinión y expresar su opinión, porque es importante que su opinión nos la dé a nosotros para nosotros tomar decisiones que tengan que ver con esa situación.
And I want to emphasize that if at any point and at any time you have a question, an opinion, a thought, a suggestion, an idea on any agenda item, that you make your voices heard. So si tienen opiniones, ideas, preguntas para cualquier punto de nuestra agenda, ustedes tienen el derecho de dar sus opiniones, preguntas y ideas en esos momentos. And in the future, although this is an organizational meeting, in the future, as student reps, you will have your own report time. So in the agenda, just as I was mentioning, actually, Jacob, right before you arrived, last year's representatives wanted to have certain their voices heard and have certain actions that they committed to, like they would do surveys that they would put out to inform us. They would inform us on initiatives that were taking place already in school. And so you all would have also your time to just share your general report, thoughts, opinions, any ideas of how to get things done here at school from the student voice of things. So en el futuro van a tener su punto en la agenda donde ustedes van a poder dar sus reportes en las acciones que están tomando como estudiantes y representantes aquí del estudiantil de la escuela.
So basically, because exactly, I think if I can say something, yeah. I think the goal is to establish how many minutes we're going to, if we're going to have a sign sheet for that, if that's what we want to do we want to have remote public participation? I think this is the time to organize that and to decide that as a team.
We can have a discussion on it, we cannot technically vote, however, we can make sure that it's voted in on the agenda for the next meeting.
Yeah, all this is about voting, adopt and re-adopt rules.
Oh, you did, okay, they are listed as.
In the title, is
okay.
All these items
and they're
are.
the subsections and not
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, I would say that we reserve the right to cross public participation if it is an excessive time. And we can decide today if we like on what excessive time is. And if it is disrespectful to anybody in the room, you know, just basically if it violates any of the norms, and if it is violating our time.
I would say, as a matter of discussion, if we set up a time of 2 minutes per person like we had in the past, the timekeeper should be addressing that at the time and saying it's 2 minutes is up, and then we decide whether if we want to allocate more time for that particular participant or not. But I think we should establish kind of a rule and set rules so that we can meet our deadlines in
I
time.
like the idea about deciding to allocate more, like, based on it. Yeah, I personally would like to make a motion that anybody who is participating as a public participant still has to follow the meeting rules.
So, estaba diciendo en inglés que mi intención o lo que yo sugiero es que aunque se haga por 2 minutos o por el tiempo que se decida la participación pública, que la persona que está a cargo en esa junta de tomar el tiempo y decir que el tiempo de los 2 minutos ha pasado, que lo indique en ese momento, y entonces nosotros como organización decidimos en ese momento si queremos darle un poquito más de tiempo a la persona o no. Eso es lo que en ese instante. Pero también queremos respetar el tiempo de comenzar y de cerrar la participación pública. And I would like to also state that there's, in addition to the discussion, that we don't have to comment to the public participation, that should be, we don't have to comment.
Right,
They can just say whatever they want to say and we just listen. So, quiero añadir también de que en la participación pública, la persona que está participando del público que desea participar, simplemente puede decir lo que tiene que decir, pero no tenemos que comentar o votar o hacer nada por lo que esa persona indicó en su participación. Simplemente podemos escuchar.
So that's always been just part of the guidance that's provided by local school central office. So, ese es como nos han guiado la oficina, el distrito pues, de la oficina de los concilios, with public participation. The only thing I want to keep in mind is going back to Ms. McKay's point of the length of the meeting, with trying to give every public participant an equal amount of time. I think we're thinking this through last time, and allocating a certain amount of time to that particular moment in our agenda. I think we should be cognizant of that. So, like, for example, are we saying that we can, give the person 2 minutes and then continue to allocate additional time to a certain end? Like, are we saying that we would keep that item in our agenda open to 30 minutes in length, for example, or is that too much to give in a public participation? Because then we would have to honor that and potentially say we would have to sit here for 30 minutes to honor the public participation.
I don't know, and there's so curious in practice, because like if the person's 2 minutes are on the topic is something of importance and requires us to do more notice, we can vote as those who want to say we are going to give them additional 2 minutes.
Yeah,
No,
extra, we have the right to cut them off in X amount of minutes, up to a certain, so we can say like 3 minutes per person for no more than 15 minutes total. And then if there's something that's, if somebody is in the middle of saying something and he doesn't see, it seems appropriate to let them continue, then we could say we are making an exception for you to continue. But the time frames are a maximum unless we agree to authorize more. Before we have more discussion, we want to please translate that so that you don't have too much information. Okay, thank you.
So, estamos hablando sobre la participación del público. Principal también estaba preguntando, por ejemplo, si una persona está hablando con un límite de 2 minutos para cada participante del público y la persona todavía está hablando o al punto es algo que le falta más tiempo para poder expresarlo o dedicar a la explicación, ¿qué básicamente vamos a hacer en este instante? Si decimos que le vamos a dar más tiempo, esto puede llegar hasta 1 hora. ¿Cuánto es el límite que les vamos a definir? Si la persona no puede, el máximo sería, por ejemplo, una persona no puede exigir 15 minutos, ¿verdad? Y eso es a discreción del concilio, dependiendo de la situación de que están hablando y si el punto es algo hay que acabar de expresar.
You want to continue? Okay. I just didn't want to stick somebody translating and trying to remember too much at one time. So I pulled up an old agenda from last year, and what we had at that meeting was we said up to 2 minutes per person, or up to 10 minutes total. So like, if we get 10 minutes, no matter how many people had signed up, we had the ability to say, this is gonna make our meeting too long, you're invited to come back next week or trade up this one.
It's only 5 people.
Depends, because
The
if
rest
not
is 2
everybody,
minutes.
if not everybody uses their full 2 minutes, maybe. But we don't have to stick to that amount. It is, like, we can set a count, but that was the example of how we handled it.
Pero ella miró la junta minutos pasados del año pasado y ella observó que habíamos establecido 2 minutos por persona hasta 15 minutos total para participación pública. 10 minutos.
If you don't mind, I would, Alonso, so we typically don't have public participation where it's very brief, so when you serve that out of season among us, how long did most of those comments?
We had a max of 10 minutes, unless it was something that, so we had originally the goal of 1 hour to do the hour and a half. We didn't want to go over that unless it was necessary. So we were going to allocate like 10 minutes total for public, but if we, unless you had moved really quickly and got through it in 45 minutes, we just opened it up just so that the public would have that opportunity to express themselves.
Yeah, I just want to get it, like, I know I talk a lot, so like, when I try and think about how long it would take for somebody to express their thoughts, I don't know how many person takes, so I wanted to see, like, how long was that taking for people to that? So we can't look back and say, last year, how long did people were to take working for just, do we want to first vote on the motion, just for the rules that we've discussed, and then spend that time with the secretary? We don't want to wait until we have time making that right now.
I have a motion, pretty much kind of what we're talking about. So our motion, 2 minutes per participant. So 5 participants. And instead of 10 minutes, 15 minutes to accommodate give them, I would say give them 1 minute, because we're going to give them an extra minute. But we'll give that time, give that 15 minutes. So 2 minutes per person, 5 people for participation per meeting, and an additional 1 minute if need be. So
Just so that we know that we're still not quite
Yeah.
15 minutes.
yeah, although it doesn't really add up,
Can you say that?
la propuesta es de modo que tenemos oportunidad de participación pública, 2 minutos por persona, total de 5 personas por reunión, y si se necesita 1 minuto adicional lo podemos dar a las personas, pero que no se pase más de 15 minutos la participación pública.
And they do have to sign up for it.
Yes.
Can it be an online sign up as well?
Yes.
Like a Google form,
Yeah, Google Form or.
like we had in the past?
So in the motion saying they are required to sign up and they are required to follow.
So let's add that to the motion.
Yes.
So now we got a complete discussion. So how would that, how would the manager say? Would they gotta sign up more ahead of time? Or what if somebody shows up?
There's a sheet.
No, I thought are you saying, maybe I'm a little confused. They can sign up electronically in advance, because our agenda is like on our website. So if I want to participate, I can sign up electronically, but I would show up to participate. Or I can just show up and sign up on paper, and we can have a document. So they can sign up in advance, or they can sign up once they are. So las opciones es que se pueden, los participantes pueden inscribirse para participar por un documento por el internet, o cuando vienen a la junta se pueden apuntar en un documento todo de papel.
Ms. Hunt? Mr. Flores?
Aye.
Ms. Amico? Ms. Rowe? Mr. Speaker? Ms. Humphrey? Mr. Garcia?
Aye.
Mr. Mejia?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Motion passes by 42.
Appointment to vacancies. Have we received any more parent applications?
You have it in your folder.
The only one I have is.
So that's all we have.
Okay, so we currently do, and we do still have open seats. If anybody here is a parent or a guardian, that is interested, we can still accept applications. For those of you who are new, those applications can be submitted to Mr. Garces at any time, and then we as a team would vote on it at the subsequent meeting, as long as it is on the agenda, so we need to know in advance. We cannot put any votes on anything that may be on the agenda to my translating.
Sí, ella pregunta si había nuevos papeles, nuevas aplicaciones para la Junta, nuevos aplicantes para la Junta. En este momento solamente hay una persona para la comunidad, y si algún padre está interesado en aplicar para la Junta, tenemos 3 vacantes, y de querer tener una aplicación, me la pueden entregar a mí directamente para yo hacerla llegar a la persona. Y nosotros poder votar para los participantes. En adición a eso, no se puede votar, aceptar nuevos miembros si no está en las minutas.
We do have an application for the vacancy for the opportunity seat. Mr. Flores for one of those spots, if we need to, allow us to here. Rather than me going over your part, do you want to just introduce yourself and why you are interested and what your experience was?
Sure. Hello everyone, my name is Dolores Zaragoza. I'm a librarian, and I live in the Monterrey area, born and raised over by Napa North, near Wilmington, Maryland. I served on several LSCs as a community rep, including Northwest Middle School, Lloyd, and College Park, so I did most of the years all together. I took a 5-year break and worked at things work, family, and I'm interested in coming out with LSC. I also run the Monterrey United Facebook page. Hola, buenas tardes, me llamo Alonso Espinosa, soy un vecino de aquí de Monterrey, vivo por el Parque Blackhawk Park, y por la Cruz de Jeremy, nací en esa casa, aquí en Monterrey. He estado en el consejo escolar de la Lloyd, de la College Park y de Northwest Middle School, de Oklahoma, y soy un bibliotecario y también manejo la página de Facebook de Monterrey.
So this would be, if we vote to approve, it would be for the rest of this school year. It's about like all of the others would be for election in the spring. And just if you said, just, I know that they don't, that yes, you already looked at the calendar and based on the dates, like you can commit to being here at the meetings unless, you have any emergency or something.
Yes.
Do you, I hear you or somebody else, just translate that just so that people know, like, that it's someone.
La primera gente preguntó al señor Zaragoza si él ha mirado el calendario, ha mirado su calendario personal y si puede hacer el commitment, compromiso para seguir el año escolar que entra, para ser parte del principio y del servicio.
Does anybody have any questions for him before we discuss the motion?
Una pregunta para
Or
él.
just questions about this one?
So, yeah, si hay preguntas para el señor Zaragoza, I'll just start us off with, it seems like with your background and your participation, you certainly seem active. as a community member, what draws your interest now in support of Foreman? And how do you hope to help us out in being part of our LSC?
Well, I've been trying to help out the LSC with like fundraising opportunities. I'm not sure who's running the
It was for friends of Foreman, not that I see.
okay. So I haven't been able to connect with them successfully to help out with fundraising for them. I just do it as a and I believe that whatever positive comes out of the school affects everybody in the neighborhood, including, my own block and my home, right? So I just want to make sure that everyone is strong. I enjoyed the experience that I had over at College Park in the 4 years that I was there. On that LSC, I missed that experience of being able to talk to people who are not, from my own block or online, especially during the pandemic. And I look forward to just getting to know everybody online.
Would you be able to translate or share a little bit points in Spanish?
Cuando estaba en el concilio de la College Park de esos 4 años, me encantó la experiencia de participar ahí. Me gustó convivir con los otros miembros del concilio y de la comunidad. Con la pandemia no he tenido tanta oportunidad de conocer a personas nuevas, aparte de los que viven en mi área, en el pueblo, y aparte de lo que, de las redes sociales, y me gustaría ayudar a la escuela con la publicidad de los programas que hay para la escuela y para la comunidad, y también ayudar a dar fondos para la escuela.
So I just want to make a comment, just for the benefit of the students that are new, and a little bit, and you that are new. Basically, we had a last meeting, this application came up, and we held it for 1 month so that we can publicize it, and we did that at the website, we sent it out to different areas, and no other applicants came in. So I just wanted to state that clear, that there was an opportunity for other applicants to submit, since that position was made available in that meeting, the last meeting for the first time. So in fairness for other, the community to be represented, we opened that up for everyone, for a while, for 1 month. No other applicants came in, so therefore we're looking into inviting Mr. Zaragoza into our local school council. So en español, en la última junta abrimos la posición de la comunidad que él está aplicando, se abrió en la junta pasada. Él había ya solicitado pertenecer a la junta, pero nosotros decidimos como grupo abrir la propuesta para que otras personas en la comunidad aplicaran por lo menos por 1 mes. So, un mes ha transcurrido y él es la única persona, no ha habido otra persona que haya aplicado, so, estamos considerando en este momento la aplicación de él para que sea miembro de esta junta.
And,
I just wanted to state
yes, yeah.
so that thanks for
Yeah, and so it's completed financial disclosure, for subject to the background check, provided for citizens in the neighborhood. Also, we don't really work very closely, but I will say I have been interacting with him for the last 3 years. We initially connected early in the pandemic when he was organizing things to have people make handmade masks before you could purchase them and distributing them through the neighborhood. Some people may not realize that our neighborhood at one point was the hardest hit by COVID in the entire state. And he was out there just connecting with random strangers, trying to keep people safe, teach them how to keep themselves healthy. And then just over the course of time, helping to make other activities, very community-centered and regularly promoting local businesses, trying to connect people to neighborhood with a new home, with a new landlords, so that people can kind of there's a very invested in this. So if you live in the neighborhood and you use your time to your guide to you will post about it or if you find it. So, in terms of like looking at why people leave community members, it's a little bit different situation in terms of investment. It's been really nice to see over the last 3 years just how kind of makes them to trying to see the neighborhood.
Who's going to take that? That was wrong.
La señora dice que ella ha conocido al señor Zaragoza como 3 años, ya se han conocido por la actividad que han hecho en la comunidad. En el tiempo de la pandemia, cuando recién empezó todo, él ayudó por máscaras para la gente, porque hace un tiempo que esta comunidad fue la más impactada en todo el estado de Illinois en el tiempo de la pandemia, perdón. Y ella también dice que él ha hecho muchas actividades para la comunidad, ayudando a la gente que llevan sus mascotas, él está ayudando con los flyers de la comunidad, a él le gusta estar activo en la comunidad y esa es la posición en donde está aplicando, es miembro de la comunidad.
Does anybody else have questions?
¿Alguna pregunta?
I have a question. You said that you were on Copeland Park's LSC for 4 years. Were there any like notable achievements that you want to maybe participate in at Kelvin? I've heard of the school and kind of got like a general sense of it when I went. So I was just interested as to kind of what you did while you were sitting on LSC there.
So we helped elect elections in the principal.
Okay.
This is, I think, 12 years ago. Right? We started a DACA program before anybody else did that. We had some issues, right? I wanted to bring the people. I'm one of the people challenge organizers of first class. So in the first year, we got here. And we were flying nationals and the organizers did it. We tried to bring it in, but it wasn't allowed because of the previous objections from the principal there. And I thought we would have been a great asset for it. We're also trying to open up our indoor soccer center, nonprofit across the street from Foreman Park, but that was blocked by the alderman, but it was supported by the principal. So had we had that, we would have had 2,000 free spaces for people who wanted to play soccer there for free. There were a lot of good things and bad things. Missed opportunities that I think at Foreman Park during that time. But we did our best, right? We didn't have the technology that we have now. Things would have been a lot different at Foreman Park, but we were still using text and it was no smartphones. Or else we would have been able to connect more of the community together and the teachers and the staff. So I'm not sure if I answered your question.
La señora me preguntó que si cuando él estuvo en la causa miembro del FCCA, que fue una de las cosas que le pudo ayudar en nuestra comunidad y el señor Zaragoza dice que él es por parte del comité del FCCA para seleccionar principalmente tiempo en esa época, también ayudamos con tratar de traer un programa de soccer, de fútbol, a la escuela, pero desafortunadamente el alderman de esa comunidad no quiso, y también que ayudó con un programa de DACA. ¿Alguna otra pregunta?
I would like to make a motion to approve the application.
Y nosotros estamos haciendo para anotar la aplicación del señor Zaragoza a esta vida. Y yo lo hago en segunda. Mr. Roll call. Ms. Carnes. Ms. Flamenco. Mr. Flores. Mr. Escamilla.
Aye.
Mr. Garza.
Aye.
Ms. Humphrey. Mr. Speaker. Ms. Tito. Ms. McKay. Myself. Lopez. Aye. Motion passes. The motion passes.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
Welcome aboard. We're welcoming Mr. Zaragoza up to the table here as part of officially as part of a member of the LSC. I just respectfully ask for some time as well to acknowledge our 4 new members that are present and joining us. We should have done this at the beginning of our meeting, but our students, and I'd love for you all to introduce yourselves and just share a little bit of your interest in trying to help us from the vantage point of being students here at Foreman. And if you could share with us your continued interest in helping us as a parent, and thank you, and I appreciate your continued participation with us here at Foreman, and just a brief introduction of your own. Sí.
Ahorita traemos a nuestra a la mesa ahora oficialmente y también el principal también quiere que los 4 miembros que están aquí nuevos a introducir, dar un momentito para introducirse y explicar un poquito sobre lo que ellos ven como su misión. Vamos a empezar con la señora.
Good afternoon. My name is Nina Alvarez. My son will be a junior this year. I was part of the PAC meeting during the last week meeting of the last 2 years. This is the first time I come into the local council meeting because just the president invited me to. It's really a privilege to be part of this community, not only because of we need a lot of help. We need a lot of participation from the parents, and I wanted to make a difference, and I want to help bring more help to the school. Mi nombre es Ana Álvarez. Mi hijo va a ser un junior este año en la escuela. Por los últimos 2 años he sido miembro del comité de padres de la escuela. Este es el primer año que voy a ser parte del concilio escolar de la escuela y la presidenta de la escuela. El motivo por el que quiero participar y ayudar a la escuela es que miro que hay mucha necesidad de involucrar más padres a la comunidad. Y esa es la razón por la que quiero ser parte y quiero seguir ayudando a la escuela para traer más padres, porque la verdad sí necesitamos mucha participación de los padres.
Un poquito de
¿En qué grado estás?
y tu interés en ayudando a la escuela.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Ashley Guzmán. Actualmente entré al grado 11 de Junior. La verdad, yo tengo poco tiempo aquí. Este mes voy a cumplir 1 año. Y cuando llegué, se me dificultaron un poco las cosas. Más que nada el idioma, también el ambiente. Pero a pesar de todo, gracias a Dios me fue bien. Este año tuve apoyo de maestros, tuve apoyo de compañeros y me gustaría que para las demás generaciones y las que están ahorita apoyarlas como ellos me apoyaron a mí, poder apoyarlo a ellos, porque no muchas personas te ofrecen ayuda, a veces te miran pero no te ayudan, entonces uno le cuesta. Así que no me gustaría que alguien más pase por esa situación, así que me gustaría más que nada poder apoyar a los que están, a los que vendrán y a los que se puedan.
Thank you. Her name is Ashley Guzman. She's a junior here at Foreman. She said that this month she's a newcomer to the country and also to Foreman. This month she will have been here for a full year. And what she's appreciated the most is that she's received a lot of help, and that has helped her to become a very active student. She's a student athlete, she has awesome grades, but what she appreciated the most is the support that she received along the way, and she could only wish to provide other students who desire the same support, that same help, so that they don't struggle potentially on their own.
My name is Jacob Speaker. I will be a junior. I wanted to join the Student Voice Council because I just wanted to help with the community, help with the school, make it grow. And I don't know.
dice que solamente nunca consigue porque quiere ir a la escuela.
Y va a su tercer año, es junior en la secundaria.
Good afternoon, I'm Ariana Pumphrey. I am a rising senior. I attended my first year at Foreman last year, my junior year, and when I came in, I was very new to attending any school in my community. I previously went to Alcott College Prep, which was all the way in Roscoe Village, and I believe that Foreman has a strong foundation, and I was definitely interested in building on that, helping future generations just thrive at Foreman to their best capability. And yeah, I really just wanted to work within a council or a group that I could see myself actually getting heard and actually making change. And at first I was just going to do the student life committee, but I was like, I'll take a step up and do local school council. This is not the first time I've sat at local school council. I sat on local school council at my other school, but I'm very excited to participate and use my voice and use my knowledge to help the school and upcoming school years and students thrive at Foreman and just make it the best that it can be.
Ella es Ariana Humphrey. Ella va a estar en su último año en la escuela que entra. Pero la otra escuela es su tercer año en la secundaria. Ella estuvo en un concilio en su escuela anterior, un concilio escolar, y quiso participar en aquí de la Foreman. Empezó tratando de ser miembro del comité de voz estudiante, pero pensó que quiero hacer algo más y por eso quiso involucrarse en el concilio ahora. Y ella quiere que la escuela crezca, ella quiere ser parte de algo nuevo y por eso ella participó.
So the first regular meeting will be in August, 5:45 to the 6th.
La primera junta va a ser en agosto.
No, I'm wrong, the 23rd.
Agosto 23 a las 5:45.
I looked and I was like, I don't feel like that's right.
La primera junta regular. Es una
I
junta
apologize.
organizativa.
Yeah, it's like me. If you go into your folder, we do have budget transfers. Always.
So, si pueden ir en sus carpetas para ver las transferencias de los fondos de la escuela para los programas del verano. So again, usually we just focus on an organizational meeting, but this year, since all schools do now always host summer programs, Foreman is a school that regularly hosts summer programs, so we get a summer budget, and I just wanted to continue that transparency of how we use our funds over the summer. And as you'll see, it's nothing exciting right now because it's not our regular budget, but it is in English and in Spanish. And just to give you a layman's term or a layman's explanation of the budget transfers, our LSC must vote on these whenever there's money being moved. And it's usually explaining that I'm moving money from one account to another account, the amount of money that's being moved, and then the purposes for why it's being moved. Right? And so you can take a look at those budget transfers, and these are the budget transfers we hope that you look at in advance so that we can come in and immediately go to any questions or immediately go to a vote. So estas las transferencias de los fondos siempre tenemos que votar por el movimiento del dinero. Básicamente explica de cómo se cambia un aumento de dinero de una cuenta a otra cuenta y por qué. Y está la explicación en inglés y en español. So we will always go on to take the time to just review.
Can I
add something, but if you go ahead.
I just want to add, quiero añadir que I want to add that you guys received an email with all the folders with more information, and that's probably the part that we want you to review before we come to the meeting. This is the part that gets approved by us, and the chairperson will sign it once it's approved. So, ustedes reciben un correo electrónico mensualmente donde va a tener todos los documentos que tengan que ver con el presupuesto, posiciones de diferentes posiciones de maestros, de personal docente y no docente. Ustedes van a tener acceso a verlo antes de la Junta. Cuando venimos a la Junta, el propósito es votar por esto, porque es una transferencia que es por lo que nosotros podemos votar, hacer la votación.
And I just want to explain, for those of you who are working students who might have limited experience, like how the questions work. So we have a budget to start out with, but there's always things, we don't know how much it's going to cost. Like, I mean, people going to not necessarily know how much you're going to spend in groceries. Or there's something unexpected that came up where it's like, oh, now we have money set aside that has not been assigned to where it's like, because it's there for these, to see where it is needed. So each month then these expenses hadn't already been approved without the info out there. We just go through and say, here are the expenses that are coming up, and approve it on a monthly basis.
Lo que ya dijo fue que anualmente se hace un presupuesto y tradicionalmente la expectativa es que sigamos el presupuesto como se haya establecido, como se haya alocado los diferentes fondos, pero en ocasiones, como cuando hacemos compras en nuestras casas, que nuestros padres hacer compras, hay un artículo que no esperamos que tenemos que adquirir o lo que sea, hay que hacer unos cambios, unos ajustes, y básicamente estas transferencias del fondo son esos cambios y ajustes que se tienen que aprobar. Pues nosotros aprobamos ya el presupuesto grande en un momento dado, ahora tenemos que hacer algunas modificaciones y estas son las modificaciones que estamos aprobando. ¿Sí?
Question/comment about this. We're missing a couple of transaction numbers. This means I'll just going to fill them in afterwards.
Yes, because these transfers have not been put through yet.
Okay.
Neither one of them have been put through.
Okay.
They just, the ones that do have transaction numbers have just been initiated, but they have not been put through at all. And the last two are recent, which have not been initiated, but just do not have a transaction number, but which will be added after it's pushed through, after we vote.
Does anybody have questions about these before we vote?
So I move that the budget transfers that is presented to us is approved as is.
It is 30.
In its entirety, yes.
I second. To go. Mr. Kim? Aye. Myself, aye. Ms. Kim? Aye. Mr. Burns?
Aye.
Mr. Sevilla?
Aye.
Mr. Garza?
Aye.
Do I know Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Rosa?
Aye.
Ms. Henry? Aye. Mr. Speaker?
Aye.
Ms. Kim? I'm sorry. Motion passes.
I'm going to go check. I didn't see anybody, but let me make sure that nobody signed up for public participation.
I did do something.
Going on?
So that was me practicing.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Did you receive only one? I was testing it. That it
Gotcha,
worked.
okay, then that does not.
Yes, we have never captured public participation.
Okay. So no hay nadie firmó para participación pública, solamente si había participación pública, nadie llenó el formulario tampoco. Yo solamente lo llené como práctica.
Am I allowed, just a question, point of clarity?
You can answer your
To change where it says vacancy now to Mrs. Zaragoza's name and add him to attendance?
Yes, you can do that.
The agenda? On
Yes.
your first day?
Okay. Quick announcements, we're going to go before we have a motion to adjourn. The documents, you want to just go over?
Yes, I can go over them. First of all, if you don't mind,
Yes.
Please, everybody get out the yellow form, por favor de tener la hoja amarilla y llenar este formulario. Básicamente es el Statement of Economic Interest. Es la declaración de intereses económicos y every year each council member has to fill this out. I asked the students a while ago to fill this out. It was last year form. Now this is 2023. So I'm asking you to redo it again. The other one got discarded. So yo le había pedido anteriormente a los estudiantes que lo llenaran, y ustedes lo llenaron, pero tenía la forma equivocada que le decía 2022. La que ustedes llenaron era un papel verde. It was a green sheet. So now, te estoy pidiendo que llenen la hoja de este año. Yes, I will I know. But by the time, okay, no, what I mean is, antes de que se vayan, me lo pueden entregar. Before you leave, you get to know it. This only signs the thing is verde.
Okay.
They don't need to answer. There's no, oh, there's a lot of questions. Maybe you want to bring it the next meeting or so?
What?
Do we want to bring it to the next meeting? Or I think it has to be done right away.
I would, just to make sure people don't forget to bring them, I would say unless somebody has, like if somebody has to leave, you know, go ahead and go, but if people are able to spend just a couple of minutes, it's fast, I spend, then do it. Over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through that.
Will you
Another,
translate
huh?
Will you translate what I said about joining out?
Oh, yeah, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, just that I would strongly prefer that people do
Que
it.
ellos prefieren que lo llenen ahora, que lo completen ahora, para que salir de eso por si acaso se los pierde o se los olvide la próxima vez. So we don't forget the next meeting. So, you know, see, in the back part of the back check. And they filled it out once, so they already know. Another sheet that is in your folder is the local school council training. All members should be participating in a training. There's a website that you can go on. If you type in Google local school council training, it will take you to the different sessions. They are all recorded, and you can watch them, and it will give you credit that you took the course. And it's basically all the rules and regulations of the local school council and what is the purpose and all that. That's in your folder. Yeah.
Hay un documento de todos los entrenamientos para los miembros del concilio. Si van al sitio de web y van a Google y meten LFC Training, CPS, los va a llevar a la página de donde pueden encontrar todos los entrenamientos que son por video. Cuando cumplen los videos ya cumplen con el entrenamiento, pero también van a haber opciones en el futuro para ir a estos entrenamientos en persona, si prefieren los entrenamientos en persona. So you will also, if you go to Google, like Mr. Garces was saying, you type in LFC CTS training, you will find all the required trainings that you can attend virtually just by watching the videos. Or if you prefer in person, last time I know that Schurz nearby posted all-day trainings for people who prefer in-person training. So there are other options if you prefer in person as well.
If you prefer in person, there is an option to just do them one at a time. You don't have to do the all day. So if let's sit through for all day, we're prefer your schedule.
So it does say, please, all members elected, appointed, and voted to the local school council have 6 months to complete this training. So tienen 6 meses para completar este entrenamiento. Si ya hicieron los entrenamientos, no lo tienen que hacer otra vez. If you already fulfilled your training, you don't have to do it.
I did all of it, and we received certification from the board.
I think yours are all. I can check.
There's not.
They were not from the back.
One thing I will say about the trainings, if any of you are the type who are like, I have a deadline, I'll work within that deadline, but we didn't too close to it. Some of them will relate to things that are coming up sooner, like the role of responsibilities and that sort of thing. So I do encourage people to start working through the things that will be immediately relevant sooner, while you are not required to. It will be helpful.
And the training is this, basically, the rules, and it's in this form. El entrenamiento son estos formularios. Esta es una hoja que explica cada uno de estos entrenamientos. This is the one sheet that explains all the things. So it's an explanation of all the things. And then one more a couple more announcements. Any LC member, except for student and staff, should be fingerprinted, and the information is in one of the packages here. Todo personal de concilio local de escuela, excepto los estudiantes y el personal docente y maestros, o no docentes también, empleados de la escuela, no tienen que hacer el fingerprinting porque ya lo tenemos listo. El fingerprinting es huellas digitales. ¿Ok? Ustedes no lo tienen que hacer, you guys don't have to do it. Pero aquí ustedes van a recibir el paquete, si no lo han hecho, que lo tienen que hacer. Y los últimos dos anuncios, the last two announcements es, Kelvin Park tiene una actividad que se llama Mercado, que es un back to school, simplemente para que lo tengan como información. Y que Foreman va a tener su orientación martes 15 de agosto. So the two sheets are this Mercado back to school event at Kelvin Park.
The actual park.
Yeah, not the school. Kelvin Park. Kelvin Park. And it's a back to school event, and also there's a Foreman orientation Tuesday, August 15th. You guys will be receiving more information by mail, but we just want to announce it.
Yeah, one more. And the Foreman will be hosting a back to school event and it's fundraising event that we will do University teaching will go out to the community for August 15th. On the second, 6 Petty Tavern.
And one other announcement just in terms of agendas. So we set the agendas ahead of time, typically that is like Dr. Lopez, Mr. Escamilla, and myself. Moving forward, if anybody has anything that we can like, sometimes things come up where people are like, oh, can we make sure that something is on the agenda, just reach out to one of us.
One more thing.
Yes, and we will translate both.
Si están interesados en agregar otra cosa, otro tema en la agenda para las juntas en el futuro, simplemente se tienen que comunicar con nosotros. Típicamente yo me junto con la presidente y la señora doctora López para hacer la agenda, pero ustedes tienen la opción de agregar cuando ustedes quieran un voto o un tema.
Agendas cannot be changed within 2 days, in the 48 hours before the meeting. So make sure you
Tiene que ser antes de 24 a 48 horas para agregar algo a la agenda.
The last thing I would like to talk is about the folder. This is new to us. The process is everything in the pockets you can take. Everything inside the binder, like attached, you must leave inside. Okay? So at the end, the only thing I'm expecting is the carpet and the yellow form. No, I can take the yellow form separate. Both things items separate. But these items, all the sheets that are loose are yours. So todas las hojas que están sueltas en los bolsillos de la carpeta son tuyos. Lo que está sujeto al folder se mantiene dentro porque en la próxima reunión Vamos a llenarlo nuevamente con información nueva. In the next meeting, we will fill it up with the new information.
They would never lose this, this is always.
Yeah. The budget part stays with us, okay? But you have access to it online. To be
This now we do it. Anything else before we have a motion to adjourn? Excellent. Somebody like to make a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn the meeting at
Data.
8:01. Correct.
I second the motion. And let's stick to the time limit. We can do like show of hands. Can we all agree? Can we do a show of hands?
Yes.
Aye.
In favor?
Yeah, in favor? Okay. Cancel to adjourn to the So don't forget to give me the plan. You can take all the forms inside and I'll take the carpet and
You don't get to
the.
vote if you want.
Take care of those guys. I think my brother, 7. And it's 123. I mean 123. Do you put it up? Okay, so you can put it up next time and bring it to me. Can you come anytime this week? Yeah, just come by between 9 and 1 o'clock.
Even in the main office.
And even in the main office.
I'm not sure if my mom, because she was like, but I might just let you know.
Okay.
Gracias. ¿Quieres? Sí. Adelante. Pueden venir
It is for registration.
So,
For, oh.
sí.
So él no va a tener que venir, ustedes no van a tener que venir a registrar estudiantes de las escuelas públicas del Estado. So él va a venir aquí, ustedes con ustedes nada más van a tener que venir a la fecha de registración que va a ser. Sí, eso es la única vez.
Porque te vamos a enviar por correo, porque vamos a enviar los formularios adicionales. Una vez que viene la completado, que es el ingreso para la
Sí, sí.
La cuesta.
Si quieres, quieren en la mañana, If you guys want to take any of the snacks home, feel free. Take the Girl Scout cookies or any of the snacks or any of the waters.
Hasta luego, bye.
Yes, I was actually going to say, we can make it true, because I was going to say, seniors, you decide on it, because the idea is that we're going to leave these in the middle here, but, yeah, the perfect. Trying to streamline things. Yes, I'm sorry. Hello. So, we start on the 16th. Oh, wait, no. That's right, you're seeing that that's different. I'm going to email you those dates. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think you start, well, let me double check. Because everyone typically in CCS starts the 14th. So, last are the 16th. I think that only affects teachers. So teachers actually start on the 16th. I believe, but I'll confirm to you send a comprehensive email with like important dates for everybody, including your start date. So you're getting a check from me I was going to reach out to this few families that I didn't reach out to, but I'm sure she is going to return because we haven't received any notice otherwise. So I'm sure she will return. It's just we want to reach out to the parents and see how she's doing. I don't know if she's necessarily going to return. I will keep you posted.